activity in this area, so my thought is we go out here and look at these houses along this corridor here.
I'm an entomologist with the Centers for Disease Control at the dengue branch in Puerto Rico, San Juan, Puerto Rico.
We can find there.
2 houses down there.
Yeah.
And then maybe one down there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sound good?
Well, today we're actually out, and one of our main objectives when we arrived in Hawaii was to evaluate 2 different traps that can be used for mosquito surveillance. Oh, she's not going to get out. She is definitely stuck. So today we're looking to see how the autocidal gravid ovitrap as well as the BG trap
No, right here.
can be used for surveillance and monitoring of Aedes albopictus in Hawaii. And this habitat is more indicative of Aedes albopictus. So you have like the thick brush, the trees, the forest. That's really where albopictus likes to hide out and will lay its eggs in these areas. So in this area that we're working in right now, we have a total of 20 BG traps and 20 ago traps. And these traps will be out for the next couple weeks, and to get a good idea of the actual mosquito composition and density of mosquitoes in this area. And ideally what we'd like to do is repeat this study at other locations where there could potentially be dengue transmission to see how the sites are similar in density and abundance, and then how they're also different.
Oh, they're there. There's one. There's a couple.
So we're using the BG trap and the ago trap. The BG trap is actually collecting mosquitoes that are looking for a host to bite, and they're attracted to the trap visually with the black sock around it. That's how I refer to it. So they're actually looking for a host or potentially some place to hide, and then they get sucked into the trap with a fan that's powered by a battery.
There's some mosquitoes there. So I'm not seeing too many.
The ago trap is also visually attractive to the mosquitoes because it is black. This is the autocidal gravid ovitrap or ago trap. This trap is actually trying to collect mosquitoes that have already taken a blood meal, and they're actually looking for a place to lay their eggs. So the mosquitoes are attracted to the blackness of this trap, and then there's also some water in there with a hay infusion, so they can actually smell that, and then they come up and smell the trap. Now inside there is a sticky glue membrane. Mosquitoes will get captured, and actually we do have one in there right now. So this is another surveillance tool that we've been using in Hawaii. And then once we collect the mosquitoes, we can take the samples back and actually do some testing on them for if they are infected with the virus or not.
Right here.
Right there.
Okay.
She just got captured.
Yeah.
She's really fresh. You can tell like she's still like not even stuck to the wall that well.
Yeah, it comes like out. Maybe.
Yeah, the hay water's here.
We don't want mosquito goes in.
We'd prefer not to have mosquitoes in there. And you can just see that this place has tons of albopictus. So the majority of mosquitoes we're finding here is the Aedes albopictus. This is the dengue vector in the area. We also find another Wyomia species, as well as I think we found Aedes japonicus and some Culex species. So we're really interested, of course, in Aedes albopictus. Then if we do find Aedes aegypti, which we have not found in this location, but we have found in other locations, those are the 2 most important mosquitoes that we're actually interested in finding out where they are and the density of those mosquitoes, the abundance of them. So these tires are actually a common aquatic habitat for the dengue vectors, Aedes aegypti and Aedes albopictus. So what we're doing in here is we're looking to see if we can find either of those 2 mosquitoes. What we'd like the people to do if they have tires like this is either, if they're old tires and not usable, you can drill holes in them so they don't hold water anymore.
Sure.
Or else you can put them under a roof or cover them with a tarp so no water gets inside. And that's what we would recommend, and we'll tell this homeowner as well. So it's very critical that any integrated vector management program, they have the operational and vector surveillance research that can really inform the epidemiologists and entomologists about vector management practices, as well as possible ways to mitigate the outbreak. So what we're doing is trying to add to that base of knowledge and provide that research that can help inform the public health officials in the best decisions to make. Gilberto Felix is our biologist, and he was sorting mosquitoes, identifying Aedes albopictus and any other mosquitoes that we find from this site. And then he'll sort them by species as well as sex, and then we put them in a vial. And the ones that we're interested in testing, so primarily Aedes aegypti and Aedes albopictus, will be sent to the CDC dengue branch for virus testing. These are from bromeliads, correct?
Yeah, and I think we might get
Yeah, it's been really nice working here in Hawaii. Everyone that we've visited has been very cooperative with our research, and they've actually been really interested in, the mosquitoes that transmit the virus, learning about their biology, and the current state of the outbreak. So it's obviously a concern that we got to keep looking at.
And we got 2 more over here. Those are bromeliads.
These are bromeliads too.
Yeah.
Currently, we're scheduled to be here for 2 weeks, but that could also change. It really depends on what the CDC thinks and what the Hawaii Department of Health wants to do. We are actually here to help Hawaii in any way possible. So that is our goal. I would like to say what an honor it has been to be invited out to Hawaii and work with Hawaii Department of Health, and especially Dr. Hasty. It's been a wonderful collaboration the last couple days, and I'm really looking forward to the work we can do over the next week.